In 3 days, it would officially be a month since Brick Baby has been locked up. And since he's been locked up, there's been nothing short of internet drama, beef, rumor swirling. Brick Baby name is involved more in internet like
Maybe a
storylines and
month.
drama than it was when he was a free man. I thought when you go to jail, people forget about you. It's the opposite when it comes to Brick Baby. Now we have some new drama to review. Now, this new drama and these new storylines is predicated on the old material that we reviewed in the last video. In the Fed's response to Brick Baby's bail package, they listed a couple of reasons why they believe Brick Baby shouldn't get bail. Nobody cared about those reasons, all right? When people read the paperwork, they really honed in and focused on one line and one line only. And that line that people was focusing on was
When
on
the
March 6,
police, when he
2023,
said he tried
when
doing the police
defendant
over.
told his baby mama that the police were acting stupid, that he was tired of doing what they told him to. Chances are, if you are a civilian, if you wash your behind every day, that sentence means nothing to you, okay? But for the people who don't wash their behind every day, for the people who are really in these streets, trapping on the corner on a day-to-day basis, ain't changing jaws for 30 days, that means the world to you. Because when Brick Baby says, I'm tired of doing what the police want me to do, now that statement is from a wiretap that's from like a 3 hour conversation. So who knows exactly what Brick Baby was saying? But when people who are in the streets hear it, they're saying, hold on, bruh. That's proof that he's working for the police. I don't see that, right? We don't have enough context to really see that. But Brick Baby has been in a lot of drama and turmoil because of it, because people is wondering, is you working, show the paperwork, et cetera, et cetera. So Brick Baby actually dropped a video where Brick Baby would actually skirt around the issue and essentially say, listen, bruh, bro, the feds is playing a dirty game. They're playing mind games, bruh. Don't buy the hype. I'm sick and tired of what's going on. But they treat me like I'm a demon.
No good deed go unpunished. I seen a man give his all to his wife and his kids before and still get treated like a woman. I seen a young boy do it up for his hood and they still crash him like a dummy. Shit. Scottie Pippen ain't Jordan the six reason, man.
What are you talking
Tony
about?
Coco. You know, what I'm saying is if it ain't blood, don't love nothing.
This call is from a federal prison.
You'll never be able to understand, or better yet, digest the mind games being played if you ignore that feeling in your stomach. Listen, they say it was too much cribbing on that marathon he was running. Yeah, they went against a soldier for a rodent that touched a young woman. That's when he knew that he didn't have nothing coming, man. Hey,
Who are you talking
I just want to let y'all know, man, them streets is a federal 50-50 yard, man. You ain't got to have nothing. You ain't even got to have a button, man. They gonna lock you down forever, man. You understand me? But no, listen, man. I'm terrified of the black genocide, man. Just look at all the names they got down right now, man. Pay attention, man. They won't free Diddy with $1 billion, man. They won't free nobody out this month. I was outside gambling every day, man. I ain't want nothing but fun for my life, man. You know what I'm saying? They make a nigga look like a demon off of entertainment, man. What happened to freedom of speech? What happened to your amendments, man? What happened to the first 10 amendments? I ain't gonna cry about it, though.
Yeah, but I don't know what he talking about. But nigga, in your first 10 amendments, nigga, it don't say to talk about crimes that you committing. A freedom of speech, bro. You don't no jumper talking about you would have crashed out, did this, da da da. Don't say so, crap. Like you don't know. Then you on pie. Then you on the show, clear as day, which he showing. Like that's not freedom of speech, bro. You talking about crimes and doing what's going on is not. That's not 10 minutes of your freedom of speech, bro. That's not part of it, bro. Like so. I don't know what he talking about. I don't know why when niggas get in jail, bro, they want to become, wizards. They want to come to wisdom, man. Like, nigga, where was all this priest positivity? Where was all this positivity when you was out on the block, bending the block in the whip with chops, trying to slide on niggas? Like, I don't understand it, bro. Like, then y'all want to get in there talking about, they keeping a real nigga down. No, nigga, you keeping yourself down. Like, the people weren't doing nothing to you, bro. Like, shit, you was out here out committing crimes. Shit, we was just standing, we was just watching you do it. Like, hey, you like, hey, what's up, bro? What's up? And ain't da da da. You and we go about our day. And you the one that wanted to commit it. We ain't tell you to go do that shit. Then when you get behind bars, now you want to talking preach positivity. Like I don't get it, bro. Like you was the one that's been in the block with the chop. You try to knock something down. I don't know, man. I don't know what Bricc talking about, but the freedom of speech and talking about committing crimes is not a part of your 10 Amendments, bro.
In more
It's
words
not.
than none, Brick Baby is saying, yo, the feds is playing mind games. They're out here after me. I ain't do nothing wrong. I wasn't out here living a life of crime. I was out here chilling. They just got it out for me, and they're playing mind games trying to ruin my reputation. And all the dudes you see running with the narrative that's in that particular complaint, those dudes ain't even do the same things that I did for the hood. Right? Those dudes ain't
Why does that
even put in
matter,
the same
though?
work I put in, which to me is kind of like counter.
Exactly, Flacco.
It's kind of argument because if you're saying I wasn't living a life of crime, then you also say
They ain't put in that work
these
for
dudes ain't putting the same work I put in. Hey,
How much?
well, I do believe, bro. Brick Baby was a father. He was an employed member of society. He was productive. He paid his taxes. Here's where things take a
probably
turn for the
was.
worse. Brick Baby and Lewis Cannon are both in the same prison, or jail, I should say. Now, these two were arch nemesis on the outside world. When they got to jail, they became really close. They would even say that they are cellmates. However, Lewis Cannon will call in from jail and he would announce that he apparently kicked Brick Baby out of their cell due to the allegations that the feds put on a complaint when they put that Brick Baby said in a wiretap that he's sick and tired of doing what the police told him to do. Apparently, that caused a huge uproar, according to Lewis Cannon, because I wasn't there. And here's Lewis Cannon explaining exactly what took place.
And people are questioning, what's going on with you and Brick right now because of the call, but obviously it was already scheduled. They don't know that we have like a plan of scheduling certain things. So whether you guys are on or off, that was already planned, So.
So breaking news here on my cell.
What?
So we let everybody else figure that out.
What do you mean he's out of your cell, baby?
All over the internet, we heard in the statement.
Okay, so are y'all cool or you're not cool?
No, we good now because he clarified it. He said that he was talking about that he's in a custody battle, and then put everybody his paperwork talking. He was in
a custody battle.
I mean, going through a child's custody battle. So when he was like, "I'm tired of the police doing something or whatever," it was because of the police. I mean, I guess the police was telling him certain things going through a child custody.
Oh wow! So it people were taking that as if he was telling, but really and truly he was just speaking from emotions of dealing with them for his custody battle with the children.
Yeah, so that got the paperwork and everything, so everything is good.
So you kicked him out the celly because you thought he was a rat, baby?
And
oh my gosh!
Clarified everything like that.
So is he coming back, or what's happening with that now?
Yeah, no, we good. We good now.
Even if they are cool at the moment, I'll be real, the optics is bad. If Lewis Cannon was able to successfully kick Brick Baby out of a cell, the optics is bad, bro. We gotta hear from Brick. But if Lewis Cannon is saying he successfully kicked Brick Baby out of a cell until further notice, and Brick is coming back, the optics is bad, man. Because Brick and Lewis, both of them aren't busters. Both these dudes get cracking. They are known to fight. Right? They want to fight. They don't fear nothing. So
you feel me? Like how that
Brick
go
Baby
down?
is a gangster, and I don't even want the optics, or I don't even want to start thinking Brick allowed another man to kick him out of a cell. I mean, that's absurd.
That shit gotta be
another
content.
portion of this, though, with the Brick Baby drama, was the relationship with Brick Baby and No Jumper and Adam 22. Now, Adam 22 addressed the narrative that he hasn't been picking up Big Baby call because Brick Baby tapped into the No Jumper show, the news, and he said something that alluded to him not being able to reach certain people. People thought he was talking about Adam. Adam clarified that Brick was not talking about him, and if he was, It's not true, and he never ignored Bricc Baby's calls.
What's going on, brother?
No, okay, so we were just talking about Bricc had a clip where he basically called out somebody for not answering his phones while he's locked up. So he already knows me. He already knows that there's a very low chance I'm picking up my phone unless I know the number that it's coming from. Now, I will save the jail number. In addition to that, the couple times I have talked to him, his girl has basically told me, like, yo, he's about to call. Then I pick up, you know? But, like, I've had the same number for forever. My number has been leaked a million times. My number gets doxxed on the regular, so I just have a habit. I don't pick up phones.
Who'll be doxing you?
I random ops, you know, internet ops. But so if he was referring to me, I guess I could kind of understand. But he said someone not responding to his texts.
Yeah, so this is what I'm confused about. He said someone from No Jumper.
But this is the thing.
Who else could it be?
Okay, well, there are other people who work
Rainbow,
here.
or Adam.
That's what I'm saying. It's like a select.
But this is the thing.
He's not talking about Donnie.
His girl, when I texted her to basically say, like, yo, why is he saying this? Is he referring to me? She said he wasn't referring to me, but then she also sent me a message that he had sent to her on Friday that he had asked her to send to me, but I never got it. She didn't send it.
From my understanding of things, this is how it went down. Adam never seen the text message, but eventually he's seen it. He's in communication with Bricc. They're having discussions now, daily or weekly, but they're in communication, right? There's not a time that Bricc can't reach Adam. So that's my understanding of things, and I didn't know there were anything else. However, a former No Jumper employee, Sharp, he's making some very serious accusations against No Jumper in relations to Bricc Baby. Here's what Sharp had to say about how he believes No Jumper is currently treating Bricc Baby.
Pretty much, if he is to get out, or, you know what I'm saying, even hits the streets, they don't want him on that podcast at all. They want him to resign
No
from
Jumper,
like,
or the Fed?
be done with it. They don't. The feds do not want him on No Jumper no longer. I'm telling you facts. This isn't what I think. No, it's what I know. Know to hear. You know, when he was calling, you know, Adam, he ain't answering, or whatever the case may be. He's calling people, and they not picking up. Now they're avoiding him. Why is that? Boy, why ain't you answering Bricc calls? You ain't doing nothing right. Y'all been making content about them for the last 2 weeks. Why is it that he ain't received a paycheck? And motherfuckers is making money off of what he been doing, and I'm hearing that, you know, from reliable sources, his people, you know, done reached out about it, and, you know, they're not getting no feedback on it, no response. I mean, they did have a life before he went to jail, homie. Like I said, that's what happens at jobs. Like, he don't get his money.
And nigga not at work, though.
Because he ain't there.
Yeah, niggas.
That ain't cool.
These are the uncomfortable conversations.
That nigga's in jail. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, you feel put the money on his bucks, but like, nigga, or you give it to his shorty. But like, the nigga in jail. Why would he keep getting current checks? He ain't working. The nigga sitting in jail behind the cell. Now, I understand that Bricc, you know, tapped into the podcast or something, you know, he tapped in, you know, from the, you know, they give him, you know, free access, you know, hey, you can, you know, tap into the podcast in the prison, but then they ain't doing that. No, I'm not, no, why is he getting paid? Now, if he, you know, his old checks, okay, that's understandable. You know, we gonna give it to his shorty, you know, we gonna give it to his woman so she can have, you know, take care of the bills or whatever she got going on, you know, put money on his books, you know, for commissary and stuff like that. But the nigga ain't there. Why am I giving him money? Free money. Like, come on, man. I don't know what Sharp talking about, bro.
Conversations you have to have when running a business. Now, Adam hasn't spoken on this. I don't know if it's true.
Ain't nothing to speak on.
Adam has said that him and Bricc is in communication, so I don't know. Now, what I will say though,
like
from a business perspective, and I'm going to clarify shortly, but from a business perspective, most businesses don't continue to pay their employees if they are in jail. However, if you're doing business with friends and the business is predicated on we are friends, then looking out for a friend is probably the righteous thing to do. But if it's business, most business don't pay their employees while they're in jail.
Exactly.
And if this is coming after No Jumper just announced that they're having money troubles and they're going broke, then it's kind of like, like what's the listen, Adam is in a tough position. Y'all let me know, bro. Like, if your company is going broke, if you announced it already for the world to know, do you still pay your employee if he's in jail?
Oh, I ain't
You're supposed
paying
to make
that
sure
nigga.
that he got it. His baby mama or nobody like ain't received nothing. Like just even the money that he's owed legitimately from what the work that he's done. Because I know he got a salary. Why ain't that man received his bread? Like what's going on? Give him his bread. He at a point right now where he could use that for his family. He still got, what I'm saying? He got kids in school. He got all types of going on.
If they talking
He
about
use his
back
bread,
pay, I understand that, but
it's a
not.
time where he probably need it the most. What I'm saying is very simple. I don't care what the case may be. He got kids. He got going on. He at least get in his last movement, his last hoorah for you say him.
I understand
I knew that
part.
it was coming, homie. I knew that it was coming. I seen it. I just shut up. Like, nah, let it rock. Just be careful. Man, now look. Y'all made money off the man's name. I ain't gonna say y'all, because that pinpoints too many people. But certain people have made money off of the likeliness of that whole situation for the last couple weeks and ain't put a dollar towards it. Man, I know the real people, man. His loved ones. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the people that's impacting. Not just him and making content. To know that girl that reached out, just on like some, hey, like, what's going on? And she ain't getting no feedback, like that tells me a lot. I'm only speaking on it because I would want to speak on it for me. I'm a solid homie. And when
Man, like I said, bro, till Bricc come out and say that they ain't paying, that he ain't receive his money, that's some he say, she say, we don't know if his shorty might be out here just talking shit, just for content, like they been doing. Like, man, I'm like I said, I mean, if I understand, his back pay, understand, like I said, he got shit going on, he got a family to take care of. That's understandable. But paying a nigga that's in jail is the craziest shit ever in my life, like I ever heard. Like, why? Why am I paying you for it? Then especially if we supposedly going broke. Like, oh man, you think, boy, like I said, hey, you niggas just, I don't know, man. I ain't watching this shit no more. But like I said, niggas get in jail, they want to preach positivity. And they out here doing crime. Like I said, Bricc, was he doing crime? I don't know. But like I said, you was on no jumper. You had the heat on you, bro. You had the heat on you, cuz. Like, I don't know what you want to do. Like I said, then I don't know, man. I just feel like, man, if you gonna be a gangster in the streets, bro, be a gangster in the streets. Then when you get in a pen, bro, don't be in that motherfucker talking positivity and talking about somebody holding you down. No, you holding yourself down. That's what you're doing. Like, don't say we out here doing it. Nah, man. You was one that, like I said, you was one that was been in the block with the chop and trying to knock something down. That was your doing. Ain't nobody do that and tell you to go do that. You feel me? Like I said, don't talking about they ain't talking about they ain't do half what they did for the hood. Like, so, like, damn, like, I don't know. Niggas be too prideful, want to be trophies for real. Like, I don't know, but it like I said, this is crazy. But like, well, shout out to Flacco for the video, man. And well, I'll catch y'all on the next one, man.